Now, to prove that this is no joke, that this is no game, and that God Himself is leading me, that I am a follower of Jesus, and that Jesus Christ is the Messiah and is God and is coming back really soon. To prove it, I'm going to state a few truths. And this is from praying about it and knowing the facts. First of all, let me say this. If I'm arrested, murdered, or disappeared, the fallen angels and any offspring will be immediately destroyed. Enormous amounts of fear will enter them. Uncomprehendable amounts of fear. They will be tortured. They will have the most horrible pain and agony that is impossible for us humans to even experience. That's first of all. No one's going to spin this. No one's going to take hold. No one's going to take charge. No one's going to take this over. Second of all, no one else is allowed to give alien disclosure but me. No one else. No one else anywhere is allowed to give alien disclosure. If they do, they will be destroyed. Unless God Himself permits them to, they will be destroyed. And don't think that God allowed you to and make a stupid mistake and try and do it. No one is allowed to. It's being given to me to prove that Jesus Christ is Lord. Not me. I'm not God. Christ is God. And that I'm not to ever be worshipped or admired. I'm a human like everybody else that's human that makes a lot of mistakes, and we're not perfect, but as a Christian, I repent and I go back to God, and I would never leave God ever leave God. Now, the American government has been caught in so much corruption. It's amazing that they're still standing still. It's amazing that the people have not demanded to pull them out by their necks and just put them in prison. But it's coming soon because they have done so much horrific stuff. Not to mention, but I'm going to mention, trying to stop me from telling my fellow humans how to see fallen angels. And I don't have all the answers, but I do know that they're demonic. I do know they've been preventing me from telling you, the public, how to see them. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact that Microsoft, YouTube, and Google has their clothes covered in murder, blood of many victims. I have so much evidence. It's not even funny. The evidence is overwhelming. And I am not to be stopped or blocked in any kind of way, or you're going to deal with serious repercussions. What I want as a human being is I want my fellow humans to know what's been going on. I want everyone to remain calm. We don't want to panic. We don't need a panic, and we don't need vigilantes to go out there thinking they're going to solve the problems and go out there and hurt people. First of all, get ready to accept the truth that God is real, that we've all been tricked, even me. We've all been tricked at one time to believe that He wasn't real, and that Jesus Christ is God, and to realize the truth that Jesus Christ is God. Now, furthermore, I want to say that they've recently hacked into my computer, and they've done so many things, so many illegal things to me, breaking and entering my home. I had a phone that had information to show the public to prove that Microsoft, Google, and the FBI and the CIA are all guilty. But they came in and they stole the device back. However, I have backups. To show the public, to show you the public. I'm not to be stopped or interfered with, or it's going to get nastier than you can even imagine right away. This is happening. It's going to happen, and no one's going to stop it. If I'm stopped as a human, then Christ will automatically enter the picture, and it's going to get so ugly for my enemies. So that is another stupid decision that they can make. They've been making one after another by attempting to keep me away from God, attempting to keep me away from reading the Bible, and so on and so on and so on. They have their hands covered with murder. They don't want people to know. They don't want no one to know what's been really going on because they're guilty. They're guilty, and they have no right to judge me or to judge any of you guys out there, my fellow humans. They have no right. There's no one to be judging us. The only one that can judge us is God. Only God can judge us, and He already gave us the judgment. He sent His Son, Jesus Christ, to take on our sins, our mistakes, to die for us so our mistakes are erased. Doesn't mean you should go out there and make more mistakes. It just means to accept it, realize it, thank Him for it, and love Him for it, because He loves you more than you could ever imagine, and God is holy, and we are to be holy too. And I don't mean self-worship or self-holy, where you think, oh, I'm going to correct everyone that's wrong. I'm suddenly better than everyone else. I don't mean that. I mean to put God first for reals. Get yourself right with God and help your fellow brother and sister understand God too. That help your fellow brother and sister to find God and to understand God as much as we can understand Him. He will always be somewhat of a mystery, but He is amazing. He loves us so much, each one of us. He loves each one of us individually. He wants a relationship with us one-on-one, like He wants one with me. He wants one with you. He wants one with her, with him. He wants His own personal relationship with everybody. So again, me and the churches are going to go public in January. And if we are stopped in any way, that will be the worst decision that the non-humans could ever make by interfering. They are to stand down, and if I was them, I would actually try to leave. Get as far away as you can. They've recently hacked in my computer. They downloaded files. I don't even know what these files are. I'm not going to open them up. They downloaded files into my computer. They uploaded. I don't want no help from the police, the FBI. I don't trust anybody out there. I've seen so much corruption personally, one-on-one, right up front, up close, from attempted murder on my life. The police came out here and tried to cover it up. I mean, it goes on and so on and so on and so on. What I want now is to let the public know what's going on, that Christ is real, and we are now to seek justice for the crimes that have been committed against us by the non-humans that are pretending, that want so much to pretend that they're space aliens, and they have fooled many of our own people in the government. But they are not space aliens. They are demonic creatures that God is going to deal with. However, as humans, we all need to participate, work together in brotherly love, the way Christ wants it to be. In the Bible, it tells us He wants us to love God with all of our hearts, soul, might, all of our strength. And second of all, we are to love each other as we love ourselves. And if we love ourselves, we don't want any of us to perish, to fall away. We want everyone to be saved. So, because God hurts, He loves us, He hurts. And when you realize that, you begin to hurt too, because you don't want no one to fall away as well. They've hacked all my phones, they've hacked my computers, and they've never given up trying to stop me from getting this information out to y'all now for almost 3 years. Almost 3 years I've been trying to get this information out, and they've stopped me every single time. And they're going to get what's coming to them now, because they've already made their moves, they failed, and because they did what they did, they're not allowed to even try to stop me anymore at all whatsoever. That's why the information is finally coming forward to you, the public. The people in the condos next door to me have played a role. The gang stalkers. Gang stalkers are basically, for the most part, non-humans. They're trying to create this utopia that resembles Hitler's plan, where you're subject to them and they become your God and you worship them like a long time ago what they did. God's not going to allow that. He came and died for us so we could be set free. And they're trying to enslave us again, and this time it's not going to happen. It ain't happening this time. God himself died for us. That's powerful. That gives us the authority over them. We now have the authority. The authority they're trying to seek. They're trying to take away our authority that God gave us, and they're not going to ever get that authority, ever. If God has to, he will come himself and intervene. It'll be a lot worse if he does. A lot worse. But we have the authority ourselves to kick their butt and to take back what's ours and to have invite Christ in to rule over us, because it's all free will. And we trust me, we do want Christ to rule over us because Christ is God and God is perfect. God will guide us into the right path where we cannot make errors. Like I said, he loves you more than you could ever understand, and he's holy. And that's where they come short. First of all, they don't love you. And second of all, they're not holy. And that's what's going on now, and this is what's about to happen. So they've already infiltrated my computers, all my phones, trying to set me up on crimes. They put drugs in my car many, many times. The car's gone now. They even had it to the point where the car got taken away. They've done so much illegal activity trying to cover up what I know. But they're not going to stop it. And if they do stop me, I want to say it again, Christ will intervene right away, and they are going to have the biggest regret. This is going to hurt. What's coming right now is going to hurt, but nothing compared to what's going to happen if they invite Christ in. There's no way to manipulate this. There's no way to stop it. The best thing they can do is step aside, get out of my way, like a dump truck coming to ram you down. Many victims of gang stalking have seen what I've seen. They've seen government employees participate in these illegal programs. They've seen demons, and they've seen fallen angels. Fallen angels can disguise themselves. They can ship shapes into animals, people, trees. And this is what we're up against. But remember, God himself came to earth and died for you to have the authority over all these things. And you do, through Christ. And all you do is you don't follow anybody. You just surrender over to truth. You surrender over to truth that God is your creator. He loves you more than you could ever imagine, and he's holy. You surrender over to God, to truth, and then truth will guide you. If you keep participating in a lie and fantasy, movies, all this fake created demonic stuff, and it is demonic, it's not real. If it ain't real, it's a lie. Then you're going to get exactly what you're asking for. You're going to get fantasy and destruction. God bless you all. Hopefully I can reach as many of you as possible. I ask everyone to share this video. Let everyone know. My screen name is Anthony Orion. And I do not worship any kind of pagan gods or any of that astrology junk. I'm basically a simple Christian. Follow the 10 Commandments. I believe that we're saved by mercy through God, but we follow the law because we love him. That's why. Share this video. Remember, if anyone attempts to stop me, if this continues, you will be super sorry right away. You will be in serious trouble.